Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a bit different. You probably see from the title what the videos are about. But I did mention a while back on a video that I was going to explain why I took a break from filming. And this is why. So this video is a tribute to Tom Parker. Tom Parker's from Land Wanted. And it was just so devastating to find out the news that he passed away at a young age. He's only 33 years old. I don't know how I'm going to cope talking about it, because it's just been so emotional and it's been heartbreaking to see him go, and it just doesn't feel the same. It's not here anymore for us, but I'm staying strong, and the TW family have been so much support, and I mean, like, everyone's coping with it and just dealing with a horrible thing to happen. Well, so try and keep my best. It's going to be a bit hard to me, but I'm trying my best, because my emotion will probably go, because it's just been hard, and it's just see him go. So Tom Parker was diagnosed with stage 4, I don't know if I'm going to say this right, glioblastoma. No, glioblastoma, so it's like brain cancer. And he died on the 30th of March 2022, and of course, as I would say, he's only 33 years old, which is so young to die. I did not think he was going to go. I thought maybe he had a bit more in him, you know what I mean? Did not see him passing away, you know what I mean? It's just a shame, you know what I mean? But it's been emotional and it's been so sad. And when I found out that the news that he passed away, I was so crying my heart out, and I was just in pain and so sadness, and I just couldn't deal with it. It just took me a couple of days to, because I was still crying and reading about it, and it was just so emotional for me, because I knew he didn't look that good on the tour, but it's just a shock to see it happening. Didn't expect it at all. Because I think it was a 2-year battle, but I'm just so proud of Tom that he carried on. He didn't mourn about it, even though he had good days and bad days about it, but he is so amazing, inspirational person, and to raise an awareness of it, because there wasn't a lot of treatment and a lot of things about it, to help anyone who had brain cancer and this type of cancer, stage 4. I don't know if I'm going to say this right. Glioblastoma. But it's just amazing, raising awareness, and the families and of course the TW family are getting together and being an amazing community and being so much supportive at this hard time at the moment. But Tom has been a big part of my life, and because through meeting all of them and seeing them live, and they're just amazing and supportive and so talented, and it's just sad to see him go. And everyone in the TW family, of course the fan base, you're not alone. If you find it hard or having a not good day or still feel grieving, you're not alone, because we're all together, and you can keep in touch with us and have a chat. Some days I'm having good days, some have bad days, because it's just cannot believe he's gone, you know what I mean? But I'm dealing it, and the support has been incredible. So I'm just talking about, I don't know how long this video will be, so talking about all the achievements he's did over his life, and talking about his funeral service as well. So Tom has achieved so much in his life, of course, with Wanted. Amazing achievements, amazing albums, singles, making amazing music videos. They're always incredible live, on our tours, but they're so talented, incredible. They're so kind and caring to the fans, and oh, it was just amazing. He DJ'd at clubs, and the Wondermouth tour like after party, which gutted I didn't go to, which because at the time I could only go one date because at the time I couldn't get any time off to do any more dates, so I kind of didn't do that. Tom appeared on TV shows, so he appeared on The Jump, The Wolf of Monty, like raising money for prostate cancer. So he did Celebrity MasterChef, he got to the semi-final, amazing. He's amazing at cooking the challenges and things that he cooked in the programme. Of course, he married his sweetheart soul wife Kelsey. Both of them did All Star Mr. and Mrs. They did 7 Days With. Both of them were on. I don't know if they had like a joint YouTube channel, or it was just like Kelsey and like I can't remember what it's called. I know at the time, but it was so funny like seeing like videos on their YouTube channel. But they're so like it's just like so from like beginning to now. They were so beautiful together, and it's just so sad to see like they're not going to be together anymore. It's so sad, but the amazing memories they had together. Tom teamed up with his friend Ollie Mallard to form the VG Lost and Found group. Tom featured on Richard Lawson's song Fireflies, which such a great song, and Tom's vocals are so good in the song. Tom was an incredible dad to his two beautiful children, Aurelia and Bodhi, and it's so sad that Tom wanted to see his beautiful children grow up and have like amazing memories with him, even though that Aurelia and Bodhi got to see their dad perform, which was so sweet, and it's just so sad. Tom played Prince Charming in Cinderella Panto. Also, he was Danny Zuko in the musical Grease. He was amazing at that, and I was so happy that I got to see him at it because he was incredible. But kind of gutted that we couldn't film. I mean, because like musicals now they don't like film anything, but it would have been nice if they did like a live version of it, like so like fans or anyone who couldn't get to go to that music could have got to see it, but he was incredible at that. Tom shared his documentary, which is called Inside My Head, and it's about his life, coping with his illness, and organising the Inside My Head concert at the Royal Albert Hall at September 21, and it's just like Tom is such an amazing inspirational person to doing that and to raising so much money and raising awareness of brain cancer. And when I was watching it, I was like proud of him, and I felt emotional through the documentary and the concert and segment, even though I couldn't go to it because it was only a one gig, one-off kind of thing at Royal Albert London, and because it was during the week, gutted couldn't go there. But just for raising awareness for it, and even though he was talking about it and like raising like the concert, like they had like Liam Payne, they had Sigurd, they had Big Hill, Fly, Ed Sheeran, KSI, all performing. I can't remember it all off the top of my head. I just remember they were artists that performed at the Intimate gig, and Wanted were back and performing at the Royal Albert Hall. Then after that, we got an announcement video, which was so funny. Oh my god, it's so funny, but I just love because I wanted to just like didn't do nothing. Don't take yourself too serious, and of course announcing that they're back, and we were getting of course an album, like the greatest hits, most wanted greatest hits, sorry. And off that we got 2 new songs, which were the one Colours, both of them are incredible, and they're so good live as well. They did album signings, but Tom was not at all of them. I think it was like maybe, I know he was at one, but I can't remember if he was at another one or if it's just due to because like his own, because like his illness, like the cancer, and how he's going to time. He did the it was like a Q&A like performance night, a showcase, I think, like they were promoting the album Most Wanted Greatest Hits, and Tom was at it. But Tom like took part like interviews and photo shoots with boys, but just doing some of it. But even though he didn't do a lot because it was like Nakra and posts looking after him because they wanted too much in case it made him too unwell at the days. Also, they announced a UK tour, and I was so happy that I was getting to see him live again because it was such a while. Because even though they took hiatus, a little break, even though I was proud of like doing like the role solo projects, but it's so good to have him back again. Before the Most Wanted tour started, it was just for him. It was kind of weird, like rehearsing for it. Before it started, they announced that Tom was not going to be at some of the dates in the tour because Tom and Kelsey went to Spain because Tom's having treatment, and it took over the dates that were supposed to come back for the start of the tour, but it was in Glasgow, and that's how he missed some of the tour dates, which his health was more important at the time. But of course, my hometown in Glasgow, it was so weird seeing 4 of them, but to be honest, Tom's spirit was there, but then, but it was still with incredible performance as always. But when Tom was at the tour, he was only performing 2 songs at the end, so it was either like 1 or 2. It was either Gold Forever or Glad You Came. But Tom was he was sitting off a chair because of his treatment, and it was hard and weak for him, you know what I mean? But oh my god, to see when I actually seen him in Manchester, and it was like worth the wait. When Tom was with the rest of them, it was incredible, it was an emotional moment, and it's just a great memory to see them both like 5 again, even though it was my last ever time getting to see all 5 of them perform, because me and my friend ordered 2 tickets on the Most Wanted tour. It was only Glasgow and Manchester, and I was so happy that I got to see him again. But we were all worried about him because like you can see him from like the stories on Instagram, and like when he's performing with his sister boys, it didn't look like too good, and I was getting worried about him and didn't want him like hoping he was taking care of himself and the boys and the whole like wanted team looking after them so much. But I also read that an article Tom was talking to Max's dad about if Tom was like fit enough or hoping to do like the UK tour, and Tom was like saying of course like he wasn't like too sure about like if he was fit enough, but he had to do it because it was like his last time performing with like he's ever like tour with the boys, and it was like a farewell to the fans, like saying his goodbye to them, which was so lovely him, and just like the strength to doing that, even though after coming back from his treatment in Spain, and even though he wasn't like all the set list in the tour, it was only like the last bit, but it's special, and it was just incredible and emotional memory to have. I mean, with everyone and the rest of my life. Oh, on March 21st, Tom announced he was releasing a book called Hope, and it's going to be about his struggles when he was diagnosed with cancer and celebrating his life. And it's going to be so hard when that book comes out. I don't know how. I'm probably going to get emotional again, like crying when I read it, but it's just going to be like, of course, like a celebration of his life. And I did not expect it, but then it's like when he announced it, I was like, it's like an achievement that Tom's doing. It's like, but I'm just proud of it, and I'm looking forward to like reading it, but it's just gonna be hard, emotional reading it. But I'll see how I feel when I get to reading it. But of course, before like going on more, write my notes. So Tom's last ever performance for the boys was 17th of March in Liverpool, and oh my god, this is gonna get. I don't know how I'm gonna cope even more because it's got more. I'll try my best. But it's really gonna be so long. On the 30th of March, we lost an amazing and inspirational Tom when he passed away with his family, his friends, his bandmates, and his wife Kelsey by his side. And Kelsey announced on Instagram, Tom left us and gone to heaven, and he last 2 years with his battle, which is just, I'm just so proud of Tom, like the things that he's achieved and carried on in life, even though he didn't moan about it. He was just, even though he did see it in the documentary, sometimes he had good days and bad days, but he didn't moan about it. He just carried on, he battled through it, and he was raising awareness about it because it's such a horrible thing, like cancer. I hate it. Like, it's so annoying to like lose like the people in your life that you're so close to, and I just hate it. It's a horrible thing to have. But of course, Tom was such an amazing, kind, inspirational person, raising awareness of brain cancer, and Kelsey organised a fundraiser, which I'll put in the description if you want to donate, and raising money and keeping in Tom's memory and helping other people as well. Kelsey is such an amazing, strong, inspirational person, and I'm just so proud of her. And the goal was 5,000, but the fan base and the TW family and everyone who's been so supportive smashed that goal, which I'm so proud. But it's raised so much money now. I don't know how fancy it is because I'm not going to announce the numbers, so I'll try my best. 60,924, which I seen before filming this video, but it might have gone up more after film it. So I will put link in the description if you want to raise money to it. Well, what I'm trying to say is, if you want to donate to it, to this credible cause, and Kelsey is keeping Tom's memory and helping anyone else who's going through the same thing like Tom had, cancer or any. I mean, it's just an incredible thing for him. It's been so hard and emotional losing Tom, feeling like so sad and grieving about it. But of course, the fan base, the TW family, have been incredible, like organising videos for Tom, like in the UK and international, and like meeting with fans even though they've never met before or they're friends with, and it's just amazing like to be with community and helping everyone come together and like go balloons like messages on with Tom, like candles or anything that saying goodbye to Tom and being like so supportive and not being alone at this hard time. And it's like we're not alone, everyone's getting together and it's just been so supportive and just like talking about it and letting all emotion go, and it was just a beautiful thing, like the fan base coming together and organise these vigils, and it's just a lovely thing to do. But Kelsey was such a lovely, incredible person, even though the funeral could have just been like private, just like family, bandmates and friends that were close to Tom, but she for Tom's funeral let fans stand out the church, so like hearing and seeing the service on the screens, which is such a lovely thing to do. I mean, seeing the goodbyes to Tom, which is such it was such like a lovely thing to do. She didn't have to, but she's just so kind and caring, just to like the fans stood out. The fans like stood out the church and get to hear and see the service. Because the funeral was on the 20th of April and 2022. So Max, Jay, Siva, Nathan, family and friends of Tom carried Tom's coffin in the service, and such emotional and a beautiful service for Tom, and of course the weather was beautiful. So there was flowers with a love heart and it had Tom on it, and there was flowers which spelled out Daddy, and that had handprints from his beautiful children Arena and Bodhi. There was flowers as a guitar. There was outside the church. There was like white flowers and had the words "Large Game" with little red flowers outside it on it, but just so heartbreaking and thing to see. Even like the photos and the post that was on the news, it got me so emotional because again, I felt like after like finding out he passed away, and then it took me a couple of days, like I felt emotional, I could not cry, and then I was dealing with it, and then until seeing like the photos and the news again, and it got me real emotional, and I just could not stop crying, and it's just so heartbreaking. And then I don't know, I get so emotional because Tom has been like a big part in my life, like growing up, and it's so weird without him. So in the service there was a pre-recorded message from Kelsey, and it's played at the service. So I'll just talk about like what she said on the message. So it was talking about the first time that her and Tom had met again in a nightclub before Tom had a shot to fame with Wanted. From that moment, and told everyone I wanted to marry Tom Parker. She said that Tom told her he was going to be famous and wouldn't have time for girlfriend, but Tom wouldn't leave Kelsey alone, which is like so sweet. So like little sweet that's gonna start. And it's just been like that's so perfect from like when they once got together, and it was just a beautiful couple and amazing relationship that both of them had. I will treasure every moment because life with you was never dull and you were always coming up with songs in the game shows, and we all knew um, how much you loved invention. I let you were gutted you never made it to Dragon's Den. Marrying you was the best day always. No, best day of my life. Soulmates, that's what we are. And ending the speech by telling Tom, if love alone could have saved you, you would have lived forever. And then we had Max and Seaver's Ludo. Such beautiful words talking about Tom. And like sharing like memories, like quotes, the time with the wanted, and that's just beautiful words that they talked about them. So Tom's coffin was like carried into the church at the start of the service, and Oasis Champagne Supernova was played, and another Oasis song, Love Forever, was played over the speakers. The crowds during the service because it's revealed that Tom's final moment, he asked to like live forever alone with his friends and family, and of course family when he passed away, which is such a lovely thing. The service all featured a number of emotional renditions, including Raise Me Up, which began the service. It was performed with Ollie Mullen, of course, he was a DJ duo Lost and Found. Handbags and Glad Bags also accomplished with Balance, sung with Ruth Ann Cunningham, which of course is Ollie's partner. She also sung Amazing Grace, and when the coffin was carried at the church, the Wanted Glad You Free. Sorry, I'm getting a bit I can mix it there. Gold Forever was playing, which is such a beautiful song, and even though that song has always been my favourite, and it's like I always remember like good memories I had in my life and the memories that the Wanted created, but then this song is going to be even more special because of Tom. And such a lovely day for the weather, and even though gutted I couldn't be there to like say my final goodbye to Tom, but it's not going to be the same for him. I mean, it's just like so weird. Like, just thinking like when I wake up one day, I'm thinking, is it going to be his Instagram stories? Like he's always posting like his stories, like of course when they had like the pandemic, and he was always posting like things in his daily life or his children, or he'd always have his tantrum, which was also funny. But it's just gonna be, it's just so weird with him. But I'm just so happy and proud to have him in my life, and to have the memories with me, and to live on forever with me. And there'll always be five. There'll always be the dream team they wanted, but I'm just proud. But it was a beautiful moment, and emotional when Kelsey placed a single white rose inside the coffin in the hearse. And on the same day, on the 20th of April 2022, I didn't think I was going to get emotional, but the Wanted post like videos on YouTube, Wanted Wednesday, so they always used to be like if it's backstage or doing like interviews, TV performances, or it's like backstage on the Most Wanted tour or other tours, but they posted a beautiful emotional tribute to Tom, and it was showing like loads of like video footage of course from Tom, photo shoots, like music videos, of course you see him like many memories, of course, with the Wanted, these little tantrums he had, and of course being with the Wanted. But it was such, when I was watching it, and there was like another version of Gold Forever, but it's like acoustic. No, how do you describe it? It was like acoustic kind of way, but it was like different versions, like normal version. Like it's usually upbeat, but it's just like more beautiful. But I got more emotional and I could not stop crying. So I'm coping, I'm just dealing with it, and it just takes my time, but I'm so proud of Tom, and he's just amazing, inspirational person. And it must have been so hard for like his bandmates, like Max, Siva, Jay, and Nathan, and of course like his friends and family, to carrying his coffin into service. And of course like his bandmates, it's like a lovely like thing to see, like this is the last time with the dream team. That's what they put in Instagram, like photos of them and seeing the dream team, which they were perfect, all five of them. To being with the brother, the bandmate, and being his five is the last time, and it's so sad. Kelsey, she's not going to make a soulmate and all, but she'll still love him, and his memory will live on forever. And she's such a superwoman and inspirational, just like Tom was, that she's carrying on his memory and still like raising awareness and raising so much money to help anyone who's dealing with cancer, or of course the same thing that Tom has with brain cancer. Of course I put a link in the description to the fundraiser that Kelsey had raised, and it's just insane that the goal had got smashed, but Kelsey had originally set to, and the money that she has raised so far is going to help a lot of people, and it's just an amazing thing to do, to keep in touch with Tom's memory. But I just wanted to do that, to talk about Tom, like all he's made achievement in his life, and about the service and Tom's funeral. And I just wanted to do it to tribute to Tom Parker, because he's been in my life, of course, in The Wanted, and then when he did like his other projects, when they wanted to have the haters, I'm always struggling to say that word, but then it's just an amazing moment to have in the back. And Tom Parker will always be in my life. I'll always have amazing memories, meeting them, seeing them live, or five of them, or when of course doing like solo projects. I'll always remember them, and sorry. I just wanted to do that in tribute to Tom Parker. So I hope everyone in the TW family is coping. I hope you're okay. If you're struggling, you're not alone. You can talk to the fan base, of course, because on social medias we're here to keep everyone together, being strong and being so supportive through this hard time. And I hope everyone is okay. Didn't know how I was gonna cope. I thought I was gonna like cry my. So just want to thank anyone who watched this video, and I'm just talking about and doing this video tributing to Tom Parker. Just proud of him, and it's just so sad that he passed away at a young age, at 33 years old. So I hope you enjoy watching this video. If you do, get a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hello. Hope you enjoy watching this video. If you're new to the channel, then press the subscribe button. if you've already done it, thank you very much for subscribing, liking, watching, commenting, give me support to my videos and channel. Press the bell, ding ding, because that'll give you sorry, more notifications when I upload more videos to channel, which trying to film like more videos, but I'm just taking time. I'm not like like I'm taking my time, even though I've got like videos that I was gonna like film and try and upload, but I'm not like pressuring myself. I'm just taking each day as I go, and if I feel up to it, if I like having a good day or bad, oh no, I cannot speak now. If I'm having a good day or a bad day, depending on how I feel during the day. So I just wanted to just do a video to how I feel and tribute to Tom Parker. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.